Fat seed. I did not say I said fat seed in general.
And they're off. 29 rupees is our mid secret.
That's not necessarily bad. Ooh, those are not great hint prices, though.
Maligord ended up, I think, getting boot. Looks like so Maligord had a little bit of difficulty with IRC, so we are going to have a pause here in just a second.
You know, I like that the runners are doing that.
Absolutely. It shows good sportsmanship, and you remember Maligord was known for his sportsmanship in the race against Fred back in the race last week, where he ended up winning over Fred, but Fred had some issues going on with him having to take care of dad percent and other things, and Maligord didn't want to win that way, so he ended up doing the re-race.
Let it never be said that this community is full of absolutely stand-up people. Oh wait, let it always be said. I had my words backwards. Anyway, so it looks like we have money percent. Oh.
And we also have a death there for Captain Green.
Looks like the free Armos item is the White Sword Bombs.
Well, that's good at least for some sort of exploration. And you see what we see over here, Elsoa? We have the letter E for level 1.
So that means that we have second quest 1 through 6 rather, which has 3 implications as we find our large secret is 87.
So, at least at this point, we're finding some money. We're starting to find out some information about this seed. Getting first quest, or rather second quest world levels 1 through 6, how does that affect your strategy?
So you've got to keep a couple things in mind. One is that second quest push blocks can now be anywhere. Also, high Y-Force.
And there's no way around that Y-Force either.
So, a couple things you think about are that second quest push blocks are going to be a thing, so you just push every block in every room until something opens. Your key situation's actually going to be rather limited, given that you don't have the treasure trove of keys that is First Quest 5. And you also need to think about 2 potential bait blocks, one at level 3 and one's going to be in level 7 or 8, depending on what your 7 through 9 are. The other thing to think about is, given that the runners have already seen relatively, not bad, but not great money, are the runners going to look to make key purchases, given that it's the first quest 1 through 6?
So I like the strategy here by Maligord to at least let the Armo spawn and then get away from trouble, because they do 1 hard damage, and well, your health is very, very minimal at this point. You want to try to keep as much of it as possible.
The only hit that matters is the one that kills you.
So Captain Green goes into this Temple 1. He's going to get the same bad news that Maligord got, but I don't know if Captain Green will decide to head to the room to the right and then head back over. But knowing that this is a 2Q1, there's only 1 item on the floor, and that's it.
More importantly, he knows that there's going to be a staircase somewhere in this dungeon that'll take him further in. Maybe not more importantly, but, you know.
So we get 2Q6.
Hi, Patra. Captain Green wants nothing to do with this Patra, which is understandable. He's a terrible roommate. He doesn't clean up after himself. He screams a lot. There's a raft on the coast. Captain Green is about to find his level 6. Or 4, rather. We'll see if he digs it. The second quest 4 is,
Second quest 4 is interesting because it does have the 2 staircases, but it also has 2 staircases. There's no guarantee that you have access to those staircases at this point.
It's also about as big as First Quest 7. Give or take. Because you gotta remember that level 4 is the D, which is basically just an 8x4 square.
And now we're waiting to see what's going on here with Maligord, and looks like we're paused on both sides. You want to talk about how these runners got to this point and what are the things we're looking forward to in this while we wait to see what's going on?
So, Maligord went, I want to say 3-1 in the Swiss. I don't quite remember exactly. Fought his way through the brackets, eventually took the loss to Fred, as we talked about a little bit earlier. And he is now here in the bonus bracket against CaptainGreen7, who most definitely went 3-1 in the brackets, or in the Swiss, came into the brackets, fought against Unos, and the rest tells itself. He's also here in the bonus bracket, so the winner of this race is going to move on to fight someone, and the loser of this race will be eliminated from the tournament.
I don't know if anyone else will be eliminated. I think we might be eliminated at this point.
Everyone's eliminated. Tournament over. Yeah, except that one guy. Oh, here we go.
We're in level 3, and as you remember, this was the one that ended up having the Triforce 1 room in, and you can't avoid that. So both runners with the Triforce out of 3.
Usually the game is not this forceful about giving you Triforces.
Here's the difference, though. Captain Green is going back inside. Maybe we might finally see what this item is in level 3 that Maligord passed up.
I think Maligord also went back in, but he was key blocked.
I don't remember him going through this, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. Oh, yep, there it is.
And level 3, as we know, will have no bomb walls. Or walk-through walls.
We find level 7! Oh, boy.
I can't tell.
This, I believe. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
My gut's telling me second quest.
Yep, 3 rooms up on this side. A staircase that takes you to a different side. Temple 7 found for Captain Green. Oh, yeah, this is... Oh, it's Wizrobe 7's too. Oh, dear God. So, full second quest dungeons.
Everyone press F in chat right now for 2Q8.
What's wrong with 2Q8?
Well, 2Q8 has somewhere in the vicinity of about 14 to 16 stairs in it, 2 of which are one way, and also has 2 items. It's a dungeon that is surprisingly easier to get lost in than First Quest 9.
Ah, so it's a tropical paradise.
Exactly. Or Hotel California.
What a lovely place. Another staircase for Maligord. Another mugger room for Maligord. He found both of them.
Now, there is a couple things that the runners are going to know because it's full second quest. Their bait blocks will be in levels 3 and 8, which, based on what we've seen of level 3, there's a relatively high chance that it's bait blocked out of the item. Their bomb upgrades are going to be in levels 4 and 8, and their mugger rooms are going to be in levels 4 and 7 exclusively.
Oh, Maligord trying to play some gambling. He lost.
Well, at least it rolled down to 34. It's not like, hey, you lose 56.
Well, it could have been the loss of only 10. Instead, he lost 34. And if you remember, we've seen races where rupee management come into play.
And given that this race is full second quest, I could definitely see that happening here.
Maligord finds the candle. Guaranteed to be in an open cave, and it is going to be a spot that Captain Green's about to find. I love the disparity in the amount of rupees that these two runners have at this point. Maligord with the 134 takes the death from the Lionel. Captain Green with 255.
I think the difference can be attributed to one large secret that Captain Green is seeing that Maligord has not yet. So I think if you have full second quest dungeons, the any key gets a little bit more value, and the bomb upgrades actually may or may not lose value depending on your combat situation.
Ooh, Maligord getting the wrong end of those Lionels. Getting the beatdown from those Lionels. Oh boy.
You know, Lionels are jerks too.
What makes them jerks? They
they're
just want to cuddle.
Yeah, well, it's like when a creeper wants to cuddle.
Have we calculated what the door repair charge is yet?
I want to say it's about 21.
Maligord buying a key. Chat telling us 21 rupees is the door repair charge.
You know, I like the key purchase.
We'll see if that's a key decision later on. Captain Green back in level 1. Level 9 found for Maligord.
Maligord already at 9.
And then Maligord goes somewhere. I don't know what happened.
He found 9. He's good to go. Wait. He doesn't have the whole Triforce yet. Never mind. Oh! That's a good reason to not want to go into level 1. That patch is blocking a shutter door.
And pretty much a staircase. You're screwed either way, but Captain Green's going to try to finish off this room to see if it has a drop.
He's probably hoping it is, just because he doesn't want to have to try to wiggle around a Patra. He gets a key.
And immediately bought by a Patra trying to do the dance.
You know, what kind of dancing would Patra do? There's a Triforce. That's important. There's a heart container. That's important. Maybe. That's wish robes. They're painful. Maligord's back at level 1. About to find the same news that it is Wizrobes for days. Also, a quick note that the Pole's voice was not the primary spawn, so Captain Green will be able to clear this room out. However, the way the logic works is it assumes you're able to do any room in one pass-through without doing spawn manipulation. So the bow or wand is available before having to clear this room. It only had a key, but that's something to keep in mind.
Maligord soon will be picking up this key as well. And we see the simultaneous ins and outs.
Sync height.
No drop.
Looks like Captain Green is wanting to hold on to his last bomb, which I don't blame him on at all. He hasn't seen a bomb shop, and he's probably looking to force a bomb.
Well, you should know at this point his count is 0 after getting bopped by the bubbles. So, you want to explain a little about the importance of counting in Swordless?
So, there are two counts that exist within the Zelda 1 programming. The consecutive count and the global count. The global count is important for getting your first bomb drop, and if you don't have bombs, getting subsequent bomb drops. The consecutive count is if you kill 10 enemies in a row without getting hit, if you kill that 10th enemy with a bomb, you will get a guaranteed bomb drop, regardless of what the enemy drops. If the enemy does not drop anything naturally, you will get a bomb on your next kill that can drop an item. The reason that's so important in Swordless is, right now, neither runner has a permanent weapon, so they have no way to get bombs off of that global counter consistently. I mean, they may be able to, but it'll take a little while. Whereas, if they're able to keep forcing bombs, they can consistently get their bomb drops, and bombs have become a pseudo-permanent weapon. Also, level 3 demanding all of the keys in the scene.
And also with a great arrangement of enemies. I mean, dear God! I haven't seen a dungeon I've liked so far.
I like level 9 because we go in and just immediately leave.
Wow, this is great defense here from Patra.
I feel like I'm watching a superb owl.
11 rupee bombs is nice to see.
Oh, absolutely. Given the potential to need to spend egregious amounts of money on door repairs and keys, the not 35 rupee bombs is great.
There's the Triforce for Maligord. He wants to continue to see if he can't find that item on the floor. Oh, there's a heart container right there that you need a ladder to get to. What a jerk game.
Now, this is a room. This room that Maligord is in is one that Captain Green did not clear.
Yeah, but Maligord with 0 bombs, well, he may try to manipulate it.
I think if this is the same enemies that we saw in the previous room, also ladder block and 4, he should be able to manipulate it down to where he can clear the room.
And that is an immediate ladder block right there, too. Yeah, we're immediately ladder blocked in 4. Well, I guess we know that level 4 will not have the ladder today.
We also know that level 9 will not have the ladder.
Just 5 rupees to drop in that room.
A little unfortunate, but also not unheard of that the drops in level 1 just don't exist.
So Maligord, now knowing what happened to him in that previous room, is going to go ahead and clear out that room as well. And while he's trying to take care of that room, swung and missed on the candle shot there, but... Oh, hi, inverted controls! thank you for wasting a bomb.
Dude, inverted controls are the best thing ever, trust me. They're actually not.
Yeah, and you gotta remember that right now Captain Green is playing with those inverted controls, which is putting him prone to all this damage that he's taking at this point.
And we all know what's gonna happen is that as soon as he gets his controls back to normal, he's gonna keep playing as if it's inverted.
And then run right straight into an enemy.
Exactly.
And that's a tackle there for the keys.
Unfortunately, that was not just a tackle, that was a sack. -5. So right now, the big difference between these runners is that Captain Green has money, but less keys, because he has been to 3. Maligord has far less money, but he also opted to purchase 1 key.
Oh, come on, game.
And there goes one of your bomb droppers.
Yep, exactly. That is horrible news to find out. The any key is your white sword item, obtainable
And it's
4 hearts. Captain Green's about to get that information, but he doesn't have the hearts to pick it up. But that is huge news right there. Now you don't have to worry about purchasing any more keys at this point.
I think with the amount of money Captain Green has... Okay, that makes sense. Buy the meat.
Yeah, potentially
he was
required
gonna buy
in 2
that.
dungeons.
Yep. He's gonna buy a key.
Oh, yeah. So here's the thing, and the reason why the bait is an important purchase. The level 1, or rather level 3, we've already seen that. If they have to go in there to get the item out of level 3, the problem is that level is very one direction, and we saw where that staircase came out of. So if the item is something required, they're going to have to go all the way up that level 3, improving their chances of getting stuck with that, bait block.
The other side of that coin is there's, like we've said before, there's 2 bait blocks in the seed. One of them will be in level 8. Level 8 is also very linear, but the bait block in level 8 isn't always going to be there simply on the grounds that level 8 is linear in multiple directions.
Chat inquiring whether or not why Captain Green opted to purchase the key, knowing that the any key is your white sword item, because as somebody else had pointed out, you do not know how many hearts it's going to take for you to pull that any key. It could very well be a full 6 hearts, and you don't know where those take any's are, and they very well could be item blocked. Thing with the overworld here is power bracelet and recorder become even more important. They could be deep inside of a dungeon.
The raft shall still rest in peace. Although it is possible to get double raft block seeds, and when that happens, it's hilarious. Unless you're running it.
We know it's not going to happen this seed, though, because one of the any roads puts you on where level 5 is in second quest.
I'm not convinced.
I'm glad you're not convinced. I'm not going to try to change your mind either.
Yeah.
I hope you're convinced now, though.
Yeah.
Another rough
Overworld
death
shuffle.
from Maligord.
You know, this level 3 is kind of mean. Oh, look at that. The Tektites have multiple HPs. That's fantastic.
And this surprises you how?
I mean, they're not in dungeons, so I figure things on the overworld could at least, you know, be somewhat decent.
And this surprises you how?
I mean,
Oh, so buddy,
something
you've played plenty of Randomizer Siege. You know this game can be an all-out jerk.
well, yes, I mean, I keep saying I mean, but this game is not known for making friends.
Ooh, Maligord
Case in
taking a
point.
death after using up a bomb to try to soften up the Aquamentus.
And now, nobody has money. Which may become important if errors are necessary.
Lifestyles of the poor and infamous. Where's Robin Leach when we need him?
Probably being poor and infamous. You know, the Zelda 1 Randomizer is really getting prepared for Easter.
I don't see any Easter eggs.
They're all hidden behind Aquamentus.
Well, there's the map. Good kill there from Maligord. He's lucky that... Oh, well, at least you get a heart out of it. Not gonna be able to finish that room off. So we know the wand's not in 3. Well, maybe it can be. But we know either the wand or the bow, the counterpart, won't be in 3.
Exactly. Because Darknuts can be killed with bombs, and that is in logic. It's the Bull's voice that makes that logic happen.
People are yelling at me for my Robin Leach reference. I do not regret anything. We're heading down the rails of what could easily be a 90-minute seed here, Al, so buckle up.
90. I was gonna say 120. I mean, just, you have a ladder block in 4, you have a combat block in 1, you have a combat block in 3, you have a combat block in 6. And we haven't seen 2, 5, or 8 yet. Actually, there is one dungeon that these runners have not explored a lot of that could hold a very key item.
You mean the one that wants 66 rupees, 1 room in?
Yes, that one. The one that neither runner can afford to go to unless they want to pay a whole bunch of max bombs, which you don't really want to do in Swordless.
Yeah, because we've seen some tournament races where that has come into play on your max bomb scenario. I know one race that happened earlier this week that really does come to mind. Captain Greed does finish off Aquamentus. So Captain Green is actually going to try to pool some of his resources towards this room. Unfortunately, down to 1 bomb. Got to connect with this Dark Nut, but he does not drop a bomb. Oh, at least the Souls go down 1 hit.
You know, I like that he's going to try to manipulate it to see what the top enemies are. He might be able to do this.
Can he get lucky? At least we know that it's an easier room without that Bull's voice there. He gets through it.
Wow, alright. And his reward is... Bubbles.
A room with bubbles that's dark and will not have a drop. Followed by the Boomerang.
That is not a bad item to have right now, actually.
Not at all. And the bait block is the final room.
Now, I've started to take the... I used to be a firm believer in Team Banana, but I'm now a firm believer in whichever boomerang you see first is the correct one to pick up.
Exactly. Because this helps you be able to group enemies together. If they're 0 HP, you can kill them instantly. You know, there's a lot of great advantages that come to having the boomerang in your arsenal.
One advantage that sometimes gets overlooked is the ability to pick up items across ladder blocks if you're able to take out enemies from range.
Very good point. Like even in cases of shoot rooms.
They're talked about as the joke item, but they're really not bad items in the right situations. They tend to be more situational than not.
There's Captain Green picking up his any key after picking up that heart out of level 3. So level 3 giving him some beneficials, and he is able to kill some enemies. Or at least the red Octoroks by way of the boomerang. And that can also help you start to stir up a 10 count.
So where do the runners go from here is the question.
I have a feeling that Death Mountain might have a few of our levels, including the ones that they need to dig at this point, because what levels haven't we seen yet? We haven't seen 2, we haven't seen 5, and we haven't seen 8.
Of those levels, we know which one our runners want to find first.
Absolutely not level 8.
Yes. Now, between 2 and 5, it kind of depends on your preference. 5 tends to be a little more straightforward, but has more stairs.
Yeah, 5 is linear, whereas 2 is more spread out.
But that also means you're less likely to be blocked in 2 compared to 5 because of the linear natures. Rick, I have some good news for you.
Yes?
Nobody died to make the seed happen, neither of the Graves Push.
Yay! Synchronized bomb discovery.
Those bombs are magical.
Are they magically delicious?
I would ask Dodongo that question.
Well, considering the fact that he disappears after you feed him 2 of them, I would have to say no.
Well, on the other hand, they may be magically delicious, such that the magic is he disappears. Who knows? Although usually things that disappear magically don't leave items behind.
So until these runners go ahead and check something new, we'll go ahead and mention how these runners got to this point. Captain Green, this is his 3rd elimination match. He survived against Paratroopa, and then survived against Shaddy. And if he wins this match, well, he moves on to either the Random Effect King Doll match, which is tomorrow afternoon, 5 p.m. Maligord, this is his 1st elimination match. He ended up losing to Fred in the last round, as we mentioned earlier. And again, winner of this match takes on Random Effector King Doll when they get to the Elite 8 flags. While we said that, we have found the Z.
And it's immediately ladder blocked. Now, they might be able to walk through the wall to the left, elsewise that is just a hard and fast ladder block. It is a hard and fast ladder block.
You know, being up on Death Mountain with only 1 bomb is not a fun place to be.
Not at all. And there's our other hint shop. If you want hints, you gotta pay up.
But is already a money-starved seed.
And that's assuming the book exists anywhere outside of 9.
And as we know from previous experience, it can't necessarily be. Maligord ends up striking out on his attempted 10 count, and now he is out of bombs.
The good news is he does know where a bomb shop is, and he does have enough money to purchase his way into a full set. And losing your bomb count is not necessarily the end of the world. It can be recovered in the form of a 5 rupee if you do go ahead and get the 10th kill with something beside the bomb.
Yeah, if you miscount in that direction, then you could be at least fine in that. But unfortunately, when you take a 10 count, or what you thought was a 10 count, and it turned out to be something along the lines of a 9 count, well, that's when you feel a little dead inside. As Maligord goes and is about to purchase 8 bombs.
9th enemy has done nothing.
Captain Green back in level 1.
It looks like he's gonna try to clear this room out.
That's an interesting concept here, and knowing that they do not go down in a bomb blast, that's a great strategy right there. Hit a couple of them and see if you can't do anything with them. Maligord going back to 4, but I think this was just for the up and A to get his health back. Although he is going to continue to explore to find out that that bomb wall is not, or rather that wall, it's solid.
You know, Ganon did a really good job building his levels. I'm quite impressed.
I think Ganon really did do a real good job on this seed with all the things that he's taken care of on his decorative designs. See Maligord right now. Oh, the Staffos are down on the boomerang shot.
Captain Green's gonna go ahead and check the...
Oh,
no, he
another
can't.
ladder block.
Wow.
Well, maybe not be, because these all could still be connected, although I'm at this point wondering if what's south of the Patra is going to end up being something along the ways as well. But unfortunately, there's not going to be anything we were going to find in this level 1 at this point.
Yeah, that is, take your pick. Go dig out a ladder or go dig out a wand. Wait, hold on. Captain Green's gonna try to clear this room.
Yeah.
We don't know, how much HP these blue wizards have. He needs to get some multi-hits in there.
Is that 4 bombs?
I don't know. I think he hit one of them 3 times.
Well, we're gonna find out in just a second here. He's gotta hope this bomb hits. No!
Alright, so...
That is painful.
Maybe the bomb upgrades are now a thing you consider? Because now you know you have heavy wizards in some fashion, and you also have... oh, but you also have the pay 66 rupees or a max bomb to get into 7.
You see the retry there from Captain Green. Good decision to get his bombs back.
Do we have a gamble spot near start?
I want to say yes, but I can't remember at this point. I haven't been really keeping track of this.
Like, money-making game is a valid strat depending on your money situation, and they might need to pull that out just because of how expensive the seed has been so far. I think at this point both runners are just looking for dungeons that aren't 1, 3, 6, or 4. Or 7. Or 5.
Yeah. You can't do anything in 4 or 5. You need the ladder in order to do anything about that. 1 and... What was the other Wizrobe dungeon?
7.
1 and 7, both Wizrobe infested. And 3... Well, we've seen a whole bunch of Dark Knights in that level. Same with 6.
3 is also the only level we've seen the item out of.
Yeah, I guess we could do an item recap if you didn't see it there on the bottom left of your screen. But what you see is pretty much what we got at this point. We know nothing about this seed.
Now, hold on. We know 3 items. Technically 4 if you're going to count the Armos item. That was a 4-pack of bombs.
We still know nothing about this seed, and we haven't found all the dungeons yet.
We know the seed has a lot of combat blocks and a lot of ladder blocks.
We know that the winner of this match is going to have a whole lot of fun when they make it to the Elite 8 flags next time, either against Random Effect or King Doll. Captain Green at level 7.
Yeah, those Elite 8 flags are kind of... Oh, he's going to opt to go in. Okay. He's going in. And is immediately greeted by a dead end.
Well, yeah, that's right, because level 7 does not have any bomb walls. As Captain Green ends up trying to bomb, I don't think he's identified this as 2Q7 when he bombed that wall to the left, or maybe he just didn't realize what he was in for at that point. But unfortunately, 2Q7 is one of those levels. There are no bomb walls. It's all solid.
Just to go along with that, there are also no walkthrough walls. I would expect to see a retry out of Captain Green.
Oh, what a great staircase. Get the map right there. At least lets him know someplace where to go. And immediately greeted by a blue whiz rope that wanted to give him a how do you do beam. At a spiral staircase. Oh my goodness, at least this wasn't full of whiz ropes. That would have been nasty.
A spiral staircase in the dungeon shaped like a spiral.
But that's the reverse direction.
Alright, so when do we get mirror dungeon shapes?
When Fred puts in the code for that.
More bunnies. As we have a quick pause on Maligord's side.
And he's back. Oh, this is
my
beautiful.
turnstile. So, technically, logically, you're not supposed to be able to get through that. However, through the magic of block clipping, you're able to get through it.
And he's back out to an area that he's already seen because one of the staircases does take him out to this section of level 7, that first one, that diamond staircase. This room there, that jackpot room, could very well be something, but unfortunately you're going to be fighting inverted controls in order to try to figure that one out. So I think Captain Green wants to go in a different direction.
You know, it's often said that being in the center of level 7 is the best place to be in the dungeon because it's generally more open than not. Wow. Not what I expected Captain Green to do there.
Yeah, I think he's going all in now as he does spend one of his bombs as Maligord will find out the unfortunate news about this level 5. And this right here could very well be a staircase room. And, well, this one here is a staircase. It is the item. It's a heart container. Oh, my goodness.
Play a melody to obtain love. Man, I wish that worked. I will let someone in chat determine if that worked or not.
It won't.
Well, you gotta put the cheese in it, man.
If I'm Captain Green at this point, I would seriously consider doing a retry as people in chat are calling out for to get his bomb back. See, because you're out 66 rupees, you're out a bomb in your capacity at this point.
And you know that there's multiple Wizard dungeons ahead.
And there it is.
There it is. Okay. What happened to his health? When was the last time he saved?
Well...
Wait, how many hearts did he have when he retried?
He had 6, but I guess so we lost. Well, we lost one that we got in level 7.
Agreed. He didn't pick up the one in the stairs, so there was another one he lost, and his rupee count is also down to 20.
So yeah, he's out of a heart container. He's also out some money.
And Maligord taking the retry now. You know, I like this decision from both runners to use retries to get their bombs in good shape. So now we know that the heart container is in 7. That leaves level 1, which is ladder blocked. Level 4, which is ladder blocked. Level 5, which is ladder blocked. Level 6, which I didn't quite see what we're blocked out of by there, but it's probably something the runners don't have. So we just have levels 2 and 8 unknown yet, and they could both be item blocked.
And answering the comments in chat, we're going to put up Captain Green's timer so we can show how deep we are into this run at this point in time. Maligord's will remain hidden because he didn't get his run started at the appropriate time, but they are at proper sync at this point. But yeah, 46 minutes into the seed, what's your thought process at this point? Also, you haven't found anything that's going to allow you to dig deep into dungeons.
Assuming you're nearly at a full overworld clear, you finish off the last couple of spots and then you just go hard at 6. Because that's about the only dungeon left that they can do anything in.
Maligord back in level 7, so he's going to get that unfortunate news real soon. And just showing how of a jerk this seed is, you either have to come in here with the bow so you can take care of these bunnies, or rather the wand either, if you want to get that heart container without paying either of the tolls. And then he gets hugged by a bunny.
You know, I'm pretty sure these tolls came from Jersey.
Well, of course they did. I mean, or else you have rock hard, solid tolls that don't want you to pass.
Pennsylvania?
Only if you take the
Actually, no, you can
turnpike.
get around the tolls in Pennsylvania. And yeah, actually, I think Jersey is the only place that has tolls like that.
There's a retry from Maligord to get his rupees back. But I don't know when the last time he saved, so he's down to 34.
He actually did a retry right before going back into 7, so he's pretty much been on the same save for, like, I don't know, 5-ish minutes or so. Also, nothing in Death Mountain so far.
That
Besides
is
5.
unusual.
You know what? I think we're item blocked out of 2 and 8. Or at least one of them.
Well, I hope you guys brewed up some coffee or whatever it is you're going to help keep yourself awake, because we could be in for a wild ride. Stay tuned.
Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. If for any reason you need to make an emergency stop, please pull off at the nearest high-wheel driver.
Is that like the Jersey service plazas?
Yes.
So, which famous figure would that be named after?
Let's go with that Tingle person.
I think it should be just named after 1010. HUD clip.
HUD clip percent.
Well, I'll tell you, friends, how good this seed is. You all should be glad that you are not playing this.
We have Captain Green in the dungeon formerly known as 6.
And we see Maligord trying to face off against this Aquamentus. Tackles him down. There's a key drop in there. Not anything amazing, but hey, continues his exploration of this level 7.
You know, I'm gonna throw out an unpopular opinion. With how bad the seed has been, I think 9's gonna be free.
Well, almost is free. It's 2Q9.
I mean, it's even a freer than free. Like, you actually get paid to go in.
I'd love to be paid to go into level 9.
Well, it is Saver's house, so I guess he's paying you to house it for him.
Nice job by Captain Green clearing out that room. It turns out to be a transport staircase.
You know, there's been a lot of rooms so far that have been blocked with at least one Pole's voice, meaning that one of bow or wand has to be accessible before that room. I'm starting to wonder where those two could be at this point.
What a great staircase! Takes you one room south.
10 out of 10. $100 out of 100.
Maligord finding the direction that will take him towards. Oh, ladder block!
Okay. So now
well,
what?
the ladder ain't gonna be in. Well, ladder ain't in 6. It ain't in 5. It ain't in 4.
And it ain't in 1, unless the wand is available before then.
And it isn't in 3 because we've already seen it.
And it isn't in 7 because we've seen that item too.
Is there a place in this world that we haven't checked yet?
What?
I said, is there a spot in this overworld that we have missed so far?
Let's see. I think they've been to the southwest corner. Captain Green at least has been to the waterfall. Let's see here.
Back in level 1.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what spots we might not have seen yet. We've seen all the spots.
Nice place for that compass.
Oh look, another ladder block. Yay. You can hear the excitement in our voices. Or mine, at least.
I feel the enthusiasm here in the commentary booth.
Alright, it's a room he can clear.
Just, not efficiently. And neither can he really clear that room because he doesn't have the boomerang that, Captain Green fished out of level 3. So the next question is whoever wins this race and faces off against either Random Effect or King Doll, who will want to actually play that race?
The viewers want to see somebody playing that race?
Would that one Wiz Robe on the right-hand side please just stop phasing over there on the right side?
This is a predicament.
Well, at least he got a
Ooh, gets the force
bomb
bomb.
drop there. That's a nice 10 drop. Finally, the Wizrobe gets out of the blocks. He's dead. He's dead. Ladder in 1!
Wow.
And that was a huge 10 count bomb drop off the Wizrobe right there. Very big there for Captain Green. He now can do things in level 4, level 5, level 6.
He can get the raft. That may open up level 2, level 8.
And he also has access to 2 possible squares as we get another HUD clip from him. But he does now at least give him access to the 2 river spots that very well could be where level 2 or 8 could be.
So, the question is going to be, how long does it take Maligord to get back to that room?
He's going to exhaust all of his options before he goes back there. I mean, he just saw the heart container here. He'll probably go back into 3 at this stage. And he's going to have to watch out what he does with his arsenal. And nice use of the boomerang right there for Captain Green, because there's a like right in the middle.
Now, also consider that Maligord's options are pretty much exhausted too. Once he gets done with a 7, he doesn't really have much places left to go besides 1 and be ladder blocked in every other dungeon.
Right now, I think the biggest advantage is that boomerang that Captain Green had that helped at least take care of some of the things that he's taking care of at this point. Oh no, Red Gorillas rolled high.
And we're surprised by this.
Well, the game could have at least thrown them a bone after the pain that it's been putting him through.
And you're surprised by this.
The game could have been nice to these runners after all the pain they put him through.
You're asking too much of the game there.
2 unfortunate bombs right there. And there's a clock, but unfortunately not enough bomb power to finish off that room. Although we have a staircase here.
You know, the best feeling in the world is taking out a land wheel with a boomerang.
Fortunately, that's not going to be the case here.
Yeah.
It does turn out to be a
Also-
transport staircase.
Yep, the not item.
Yep, and the Gorillas, they're at least 5 HP.
Actually, I think this flag set has ±2, so that is the max they can be.
Yeah.
We could have a stair here. Nope.
But we don't.
Captain Green with no bombs. Maligord trying to get
Yep.
some money. This is a
You
wand block.
know that there's something south of that, Gliok, unfortunately. Or
Hi, Goma.
fortunately. Hi, Goma. How you doing, buddy?
I forgot you existed.
He always comes to reassure us of his existence at the worst possible moments.
So we found the ladder. What do you think? 1 to 9? With how the seat's been going?
No, I think there's too much going on with the seed to have that there. Oh, and the like is the primary enemy in this room, so Captain Green's gonna have to find some bombs at some point. So we are now an hour in. Or almost closing in on an hour in. Only 2 Triforces, but Captain Green, I think, is on the right path.
Yeah, the ladder is a significant significant advantage that Captain Green will be able to carry through. And there's a red candle.
Ooh, speaking of advantages, that is big there for Captain Green. A red candle, a permanent weapon. Now he can go back into that funky block room and finish off that like to see if that has a drop.
It looks like the ladders. Right now, the big thing is that ladder out of 1.
And now with the permanent candle, he's going to be able to finish off this like. And we'll see if this is a push block. It is not.
Many snake deaths later, killing snakes the proper way with fire, to boot.
I think at this point, Captain Green, well, he's going to do an up band-aid. I was going to think that maybe he was going to go back into the room that the mold worm was in, the spiral staircase, and just go back over towards the other side now that he's got a permanent fire source. But he wants to tackle this room here, the Chevy room.
He's probably looking for some bomb drops off the Gipto and the Gorilla.
And you get some right there. That's perfect.
So now we have permanent weaponry. Now we have a ladder. There's just one small catch still.
I really don't know what this catch is.
We're still missing 2 dungeons.
Haven't you been checking the travel log here, also? We have access to 3 more dungeons. Or 3 more squares on the map.
A whole 3 squares. Wait. Oh yeah, that's right, because of the Yeti Road. That takes away one of them. Hi, Goma.
Possible staircase room here if he can stay alive against these gorillas. He'll use their... Oh, no! Snipe from behind.
Rip you. To answer the question, Captain Green does not have the red ring.
Yeah, our tracker misclicked on the red ring as opposed to the red candle, which is what it's supposed to be marked as. We'll get that fixed up in just a second. Shoutouts to our tracker, Brad.
You know what's funny is even if they didn't have the magic key, I haven't seen really too many places where keys are an issue. Or would be an issue. Oh, hello.
Well, back into this room again. And I think at this point, Captain Green's going to go and at least try to help his way through this room a little easier. Getting some revenge for that death earlier on. Just don't take it too greedy. He should be fine now. There he goes. And inside of here, what do we have? The recorder.
Loot. Well, that now increases our travel itinerary to about 13 locations. As Maligord is rechecking Death Mountain, I think. You're not Zelda.
What makes you say that?
Well, last I checked, Zelda didn't have 7 sisters.
How do you know?
They're never mentioned by name. Usually if somebody's important, you mention their family by name. Such as the king. I like the suggestion in chat that they're all named Zelda in the event of they need a backup.
In case Link screws up and doesn't save the first one. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, that explains the entire Groundhog Day race.
I don't know, because the Groundhog race, you're only saving one Zelda.
But you have to take multiple attempts at it, so it's very possible that the Zelda you're saving is like the third Zelda in line.
Does Zelda die every time you reset?
Maybe? But if you retry, does it go back to the Zelda from when you saved last? The implications of this are horrifying.
I think we're looking way too deep into this.
Agreed. What is not deep, or rather what is deep, is how far Captain Green is in 4.
Yeah, he's hunting for a glowing piece of the rock.
You mean the shiny cheese?
And getting 5 rupees for it. Not exactly what you want to see.
Where is... It could actually be blocked by the Gleeok.
Well, there is a room blocked off by that Gleeok. We've been through most of this level 4. And yes, Captain Green does have the recorder. And let's see if he finishes off this room to try to see if he can't spawn something in this room. I'm trying to say, and I like the half-tile policy here of Captain Green. It's the best way of trying to get you through a room with any enemy that likes to throw things at you. Oh, that's nearly a death. Now this is getting scary.
Maligord is on the path to get his lovely boomerang.
At this point, he'll just go lovely. Captain Green taking a death as the fireball takes him out in the corner. Oh, and Maligord getting hit by a fireball as he was laying down the final bomb against the Dark Knot.
You know, you'd think this would be the Elite 8 flags, but it's not. Captain Green is out of level 4. He's going to pick up his raft.
Yeah.
Probably check this spot, as there's really no other convenient time to route this ever. Or not.
I think he's going to take the record. No. He's going to 6
he's
first.
Going to 6. Okay, that makes sense.
I thought he was going to check the recorder spot first.
I don't know, I almost wonder if you check the raft spot and then come back down and check the recorder spots on your way back up, or vice versa. Because you also need to check level 2, because that's a recorder spot, given we have mixed quest.
There's really no easy way of routing that stuff.
Of course there is, just have all of the items at the start. Oh wait.
Maligord just about ready to find his boomerang. He sees the boomerang. He's probably thinking some bad things about it, muttering to himself, and then picks it up because, well, it's the best thing he's got at this point.
He's pretty much got level 1, the first level, and the E left.
More bunnies, because why not?
I mean, we are getting close to Easter.
Which one of them is which one of them is Peter Cottontail?
the bunny that is guarding the bow is Peter Cottontail.
Hippity hoppity, Easter's only a week away.
Wait, is it Sunday yet?
Well, in 16 minutes, for those people watching the VOD on YouTube or here on Twitch, that won't make any sense, but I think we just dated when this race occurred.
Hey, if we go by Zulu time, it is Sunday.
If we go by Atlantic Daylight Time, it's already past midnight, so it's Sunday there as well.
So happy almost Easter, and also happy almost Passover.
Only one more week to go. Wand at 6!
Wow. So... Captain Green is gonna just start flying through the sea now. Because, just looking at it, once he finds his last 2 dungeons, he really... Well, he still needs bow and silver. Never mind. He needs a bunch of more things. But he's still going to start flying through the sea.
We're still a lot of ways from beating this seed, and we don't have all the dungeons located just yet. So, we're not out of the woods just yet, but that is a huge find for Captain Green. It's one of the items you need on all sort of the seeds in order to beat it, and oh goodness, look at this! You need that wand to beat it.
So you remember all those places where we said the wand or bow is necessary at this point? All of those are now in logic. So, the entire seed is now back in logic.
Yes, it is. There it is, Captain Green picking up his 3rd Triforce piece. First Triforce piece that we've seen from either of these runners in, what, about 45 minutes now?
Yeah, something like that. They seem to get... I mean, they got the 1 in 3 early because it was literally forced upon them. Now, the 1 in 1 wasn't too bad to get once you got past that Patra.
Yeah, you had to get through him first, and it looks like Captain Green just remembered I should probably check this screen here. It turns out not to be. And anyone who's played Tetris knows what that theme is. That is not one of our dungeons, however.
Instead, it is 7 rupees.
So Captain Green looks like he's getting ready to probably check the lake of level 2, as you've mentioned before, and Maligord's about to get some really bad news. Nice transport staircase. Better yet, he's about to get some even better news. Hi, ladder block, and 2's at 2!
Now, hold up. Before we start shouting Fred, remember that it is second quest, so this should be 3.
That is correct. And immediately we get ourselves with a dig dug. So this is a 1Q2 location, but it is second quest level 2, so we can't scream at Fred too much about this one.
You just type it in all lowercase. Yeah, Fred? With a question mark?
I think we do Durf.
I like Durf.
So one item here in level 2 is going to be a staircase item. We are still looking for the bow. We're still looking for the silver arrows. So who knows where those are going. Wouldn't it be something if they're both in level 9?
Yeah, I want them both in level 8. Or 1 in level 8, 1 in level 9.
I would like to sleep sometime tonight.
I mean, I would too, but I kind of don't sleep anyway, so.
And that's gonna be my problem tonight?
I mean, it doesn't have to be. They could just, finish the scene in the next 20 minutes.
That ain't happening.
Hey, Bo could be here, and Silvers could be in the next dungeon they go to.
We still gotta find where level 8 is. It could very well be Power Bracelet blocked.
Minor details, minor details.
Staircase has been found. Is this the item? No, it is not. It's the transport staircase of level 2.
Well, it does lead right next to the Triforce.
Captain Green opting not to do anything about those ropes, knowing that that's got absolutely nothing that he is looking for at this point.
Maligord is in 1. Let's see if he is able to do the thing in this room.
See whether or not he pushes the thinking at this point. We know this will not be a staircase because of that shutter door to the south.
The main issue I see Maligord running into is his relatively low bomb count.
Yeah, being 5 bombs and having to spend 3 of them per whiz robe is not a recipe for a great amount of success at this point. We'll see how he does once he gets to the conclusion, but at this point, he needs to get up towards a 10 count to have a chance. This potential Goma room is our staircase. It's gonna have the item. What is it?
It is... Well, there's the Power Bracelet.
So now Captain Green has all the items he needs to find all the levels.
Which means...
We still gotta find them.
Yeah. He's gotta find both. Wait. Why can't we just take the arrow and stab Ganon with it?
Because no matter which of the games you play, whether it be this or A Link to the Past, you can't just fling the arrows at Ganon and expect them to work. The game isn't programmed like that. I try.
But the game is programmed to not need silvers in the case of that other game.
It doesn't matter. I still try to fling him at him, and it still says, game, nope, you're giving him a hug. Thank you.
So what you're saying is you need to just line Link's armor with the silver arrows and then go give him a hug.
This is going to be critical thinking at this point for Maligord. He is down to 4 bombs, and I don't know if he's going to put the 2 and 2 together at this stage, that those whiz robes are holding on to that final item of level, or that item of level 1, which we know is the ladder.
Well, also consider this. There's one corridor staircase in level 1 that has a drop, and Maligord has seen 2. As far as he's concerned, it's a 50-50 that that room even contains the item. So, from a logic standpoint, it's not necessarily the worst gamble in the world to say, okay, it's a 50-50 chance that I either spend a metric ton of bombs or have to kill a Patra to get my item. The odds are not in my favor in either case. Might as well go try to find something somewhere else and hope that I can get the item elsewhere, not realizing what we know, he's got to do that room, no matter what.
Yeah, and unfortunately at this point he's back in 4, and neither of these are walls, so he's just gonna get this unfortunate reminder that you can't go that way.
Where are the falling blocks? That's the real question.
Wouldn't that be something if we had to play the recorder on one of the little screens that the boulders fall down?
You know, it's not too late for that. We still have quite a few recorder screens left.
That's right. So we haven't seen any bomb upgrades either at this point.
Well, we know one of them's in level 4, probably blocked behind a Goma of some sort. The other one will be in level 8, which we haven't even seen as a level yet.
Captain Green going back to here, not realizing that he's already been in here. And Maligord getting the reminder that this, too, is a ladder block, and we found 8.
All of the levels have been found. Power Bracelet was not required. It was a double recorder block. Recorder was blocked by the ladder. And Captain Green now just needs his bow and silvers.
I think Maligord is lost at this point. I don't know if he's put it together that room with the wish ropes he's going to have to clear out to get that ladder.
Well, he's also currently out of bombs.
This is going to be another case here. We've seen this in previous tournament matches here, that Swordless is a mode that benefits players who know how to do 10 counts and are fully cognitive of that 10 count as they go throughout the run.
So now we can ask the question that's been on everybody's mind that they actually haven't had on their minds. Does Captain Green dig 8 for items, or does he gamble on 9?
I think he tries to at least see maybe one item here, because he's down to either this or 5 at this point. Yeah, there's 2 items in 9. They very well could be the bow and silver arrows, but lessen your odds. Find an item here if you can.
Oh, did the blue dark nuts roll high too?
Have not been paying attention. They very well could have.
This seed is just do all of the combat.
Oh, this is a nice, nutritious room.
Seed, we get it. Easter is soon. You don't need to remind us constantly. Maligord is going to be buying bombs. Let's see if he decides to go ahead and do the Blue Wizard room.
He has to at this point, and he's going to save. I'm thinking at this point he has to pull the trigger on this as Captain Green finishes off the Pulse Voice room, and it turns out to be one of the 3,284 transport staircases of level.
And it's probably one of the one-way ones to move.
And here is a Goma with a corridor staircase, and because this is an open staircase, that could have a bow in it.
There's a
There is
compass.
a compass. And of course, it's all the way over here under the T, and it looks like Maligord trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out where Maligord is, what he's up to at this point. He probably thinks that level 1 is either Patra blocked or the room south of Patra, but the ladder can't be in one, or the progression can't be in one. And unfortunately, what he's going to find out is it's not to be the case.
Yeah, that the ladder in one really is gonna be just... That really is the big factor right now, is that blue wizard room is... I mean, again, it's the logic of there's a high chance your patch are blocked. So the odds of it being some sort of progression in one are low enough that you just kind of gamble on other things. It makes sense, it's just... Eventually you run out of options.
Yeah, and at this point, he's unfortunately trying everything and anything but what he needs to do, hoping that maybe he just missed something on the overworld and that level 2 or 8 has what he needs. But what he really needs at this point is to go back into 1 and realize that room, that is the room that you come out of in level 1 in Second Quest 1 that normally drops a key in Second Quest 1 in the speedrun.
By the way, happy Sunday for all of us on the East Coast.
Happy Palm Sunday at that. As if we need to date this spot any further. But nonetheless, what we end up with the bunnies in here, which means that once we find that bow, maybe Captain Green may want to actually think about going to get a purchase of arrows so he can dismantle these rooms a whole lot faster. It is a push block. It is transport staircase number 243.
Raise your hand if you're surprised. Oh, hi!
And it brings you right to the Goba. Oh, God.
So clearly that's not the direction the game wants you to go.
He can bomb into this room. There's one of our bomb upgrades.
Of course it's near max price. Why wouldn't it be?
And probably +2 at this point.
It's actually the secret +1.
Here's an easier room with keys. That's a push block, and it is transport staircase number 381. And that room is filled with nope. Well, this is a fantastic room to come out onto, and Captain Green hoping that he can bomb out of here, but unfortunately, not in doing with that.
I don't think he goes back in that staircase.
I would be... Well, hi there, manhandler. How you doing?
At least it's not super beefy. Of course, it is a plant.
And it's rattling his head against the wall.
What shade is its head?
I don't know. He does finish it off, though, which was a very good job. Didn't get any bombs for it, but a dead man handler is a dead man handler nonetheless. And what a great room to come out onto. Of course, game. And realizing that those two rooms are connected together, well, it's time for Captain Green to say up in daytime.
You know, this dungeon looks like a Jeep. If you think about it a little bit, it's kind of sideways, but it kind of has that G shape to it.
Alright, guys in chat, please send Maligord your vibes. Send him to level 1. Because this is not a fun feeling at all. You are lost. You are looking through your inventory. You have no idea what you are missing. And the answer, we know what the answer is. It's just Maligord cannot bring it to himself what this solution to the puzzle is at this point.
So it looks like he may be heading for the bomb shop. Yes.
Maybe. Turn left, go in, buy some bombs. Come on, go to 1. Head left, head left. Thank you. Now head south. Thank you.
He's getting some money first. Can't blame him
He
on
is.
that.
There we go. Go in the cave. Just go in the cave. All right. Well, at least she's building up a count at this point. Hopefully.
That's probably the idea.
Here we go. Come on. Maligord needs to figure this puzzle out. If he is to have any chance in this race whatsoever, he needs to get this puzzle figured out ASAP. Captain Green is having a little issue here with this 8 routing at this point.
It takes a death in the Darknet room. Maligord's heading the right way. He just needs to get past Patra, who was deciding to not let him pass.
Yeah, this is just salt in the wound at this point. Now, does he clear this room? Does he even try? He might have the idea, but unfortunately the answer is a death at that point.
You know, that's not necessarily the easiest room to even get to, much less clear.
It's not, but this is showing that he may be on the right path.
His brain is right. It's just, will the execution allow him to actually get in there?
Well, the problem is that this includes that you have to take the chance on Patra actually playing nice. Anybody who plays this, whether you are a speedrunner or a randomizer player or both, know easier said than done. Nice manipulation right there by Captain Green to take the damage off the candle as opposed from the 2-heart damage from the Dark Nut. And oh god, that's bad! Put some on the other side of that shoot room. That's the one way.
Good old one-way staircases in level 8. And that is why this dungeon is absolutely horrible. Maligord gets through without any damage. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, but 2.5 hearts at this point. This is going to be tough. And he takes an immediate hit from a
Wow.
Wizrobe death.
They weren't letting him move an inch.
He's got to go and get the fairy fountain at this point. Store up his health. Maybe try to see if he can't get a bomb off the blue Octorok here. No, it's the case. Get the health refill. Go back in.
Repeat ad infinitum. keep going.
Have the bow an 8.
Wow. Alright, silver's an 8. Let's make it happen. Let's make the freest of 9s ever happen. Where's Maligord headed?
Anywhere but level 1 at this point.
He might be thinking about a blue ring purchase.
Yeah, this is where getting the setup that he has at this point is not going to give him the rupees for that purchase.
Yeah, I mean... He's gonna... I think if he is considering a blue ring, he's probably looking for a money-making game.
Oh, that's a possibility, yep. So... we find another transport staircase here. Dumps you up in the top left, and hi there, Goma. You're not getting back through there.
To answer the question in chat, the secrets were 7, 29, 87, and a lot of them have already been found, because both of these runners have seen quite a bit of the overworld.
Both of these runners ended up purchasing keys at this point, too, which took up some rupees at the beginning. Maligord taking a death. He does not trust that one. He does not want that ladder to be in that one at this point. I think he wants that ladder to be anywhere but that one.
It's either that or he's concerned enough about his health that he wants to get a blue ring before he goes back to that one. Which, to be fair, if you're dead, you can't really use a ladder.
Well, if you're dead, you would be floating on a ladder.
I thought you'd be floating on a raft.
You'd float on both, I think.
I feel like you'd have more buoyancy with the raft, though, than you would the ladder.
Well, yeah, you would. Staircase. Is this a transport staircase? Yes, it is. Because that's what level 8 is.
Ugh. Well, he's in a new part of the level.
Oh, there's our bait block.
Bait will not be required in this seed unless you really want to go back through that stair.
I really want to go back to those stairs.
Well, then you'll be buying the bait.
Captain Green already bought the bait, though.
Well, then he's good to want to really go back through that stair.
That is a no.
We don't know how that's a no, but that is a no. Hi, Goma. There you enter from the top. Also, I'd just like to point out the runner's health at this point is minimal.
Hi, Gliok. Hey, drop room. Drop's already on the floor. This is potential of a staircase.
Yes, the famous compass room from level 7.
That's the famous death of levels 8.
Man, you got Link's dying left and right. You got Zelda sitting in the thing waiting for Link to show up. You got Captain Green probably gonna go get a heal before he goes jumping back into 8. Maybe some bombs. I did not see him pick up the Triforce at 8.
No, he didn't. I think he wants to find out whether or not he actually has to go back in that direction later on. Or he's gonna buy that arrow.
You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah, considering the fact that there's 8,000 different Pulse voices in that level 8.
Ah, it's alright, yeah. How do you kill a bull's voice? Just shoot an arrow at it. I thought they're weak to loud noises. Arrows are loud. Trust me.
Seeing the double heart drops right there tells Captain Green that he was on 0 on the global counter, so therefore the next chance of killing a Moblin would have yielded a bomb if it decided it wanted to drop something, but nope. Captain Green comes into this room. He wants to see if this is a staircase.
It very well could be, given the other maze room was not.
I haven't seen a maze room that is a staircase yet, so he's playing on this one potentially being a push block. It is a push block. Is this the item?
It is.
We have an item. It's the book. And he passes it up. He does not want to give up his usability of the wand for the positivity of getting some hints.
Also consider that there's about 3 items left at this point. The hints really wouldn't help him that much.
The only thing the hint would have done is told him that whether or not the silvers were in 5 or in 9.
Assuming that's even one of the hints. Now, I want to say that in Second Quest 9 there's only 2 old men. Or maybe it's 1.
I do want to point out that now officially makes the potential of having something good in level 9 be a lot better, because we are still the 3 items that we haven't seen. As you can see on the bottom left corner of your screen, the silver arrows, the red ring, and the bloomerang.
I think if you're Captain Green, there's 2 really valuable items still out there. You dig 5 regardless. You dig 5 regardless of what the item could be, just even if you get a quick Triforce, just because there's a 2 in 3 chance that it's something valuable, even if it's only a 1 in 3 chance that it's silvers.
And if you're Maligord, you're probably forfeiting the minute you see Captain Green finish the seed the way that things are going for him at this point. And Captain Green's going to take care of 1, come back in, the Triforce will be on the floor, there it is. 3 Triforces remaining for Captain Green to get into level 9 at this point. 5 could have something big for him. We'll find out soon.
You still gotta go back to 7.
Yeah, but at least he knows the heart containers are in there, and he could go pick them up if he wants to get a little bit of extra help before he heads to 9.
Which he may want to do depending on what's in level 5. I think if Red Ring's in 5, he doesn't bother with the hearts. Maligord seems to be doing the Hyrule World Tour to get money.
And Captain Green is going to be purchasing some bombs.
Maligord back in level 5.
Yeah, at this point, Maligord thinks he's missing something. He thinks he's missing something obvious, and the problem is what he's missing is the thing he tried to do once, but took a very vicious, very bad death doing it, and has now written it off altogether.
Captain Green about to go back into level 5. You'll be able to see more than just the first 2 rooms of it.
Here's one of our staircases. There are 2 transport staircases in 5, but it's the item. The silvers are in 5.
Well, alright. The Dream 9 is possible still. The Dream 9 is possible.
Which makes the red ring and the boomerang, the magic boomerang, be the 2 items in level 9 at this point.
You know, given that it's Second Quest 9, it may not be the worst idea in the world to just jump in staircases anyway if you see them. Just on the off chance that you get that red ring, because there won't be as many, it shouldn't take a massive amount of effort to do that. Now trying to navigate his way through the level.
Yeah, nice damage boost right there, because he knew he was going to take a heart damage if he ends up bumping into one of those Dodongos. Instead takes the half a heart damage instead, and so he continues to search up this level 5, and he's just trying to find out where this Triforce is at this point. And when he gets back into 7, he may grab a heart container just to help him out with level 9, but we'll see what happens.
I don't think he grabs the one that's in the stair.
There's the answer to all of our problems, and I see Captain Green take the reverse and head towards the upper part of that Z.
Captain Green, upon finishing this level, will be done with Yields.
Oh, I see exactly what we did there. Captain Green, aware of where he was on his consecutive count, and bombs a rope.
If you go in the direction of the... sorry?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just mentioning how Captain Green is just forcing a bomb drop.
If you go in the direction of the arrow, you will get nothing.
Captain Green going back into level 7, then we'll head into 4, then into 9 at this point. Didn't see where the Triforce is. We did see from Maligord earlier where the compass is, but it was ladder blocked at that point.
Oh, and the red was rolled high. That's
and
great.
This surprises you, and there's the Triforce!
Wow.
Forced total room, by the way.
Yeah, there's no way around that. It doesn't surprise me. It just, you know, means that bombs are going to be even harder to get in 9.
Maligord back in level 6. And Captain Green about to do a clip here to wrap him over the screen that level 4 is on. We never saw where the Triforce was in level 4, but we have some suspicions where it might be. So just to recap on this race here, the ladder is in level 1. The problem is that the ladder is a forced clear drop in a room with 3 blue wish robes and a fire. The ladder leads you into levels 4, 5, into 6 where the wand is, and you pretty much need that ladder in order to get through the second half of the seed and to complete things off at this point. And Captain Green cleared up that room. He got a forced 10 count drop off a blue wish robe that helped him be able to clear out that room. And unfortunately, Maligord tried to clear that room once, found it unsuccessful, and hasn't been back since.
Also, to note that that room, if it wasn't already mentioned, is a staircase room, and there's 2 corridor staircases in level 1.
Yep, the other one has a patch right now.
And as you may or may not know about second quest, only 1 corridor staircase in level 1 is going to be a drop.
Oh, it is that room south of the Gliok!
Again, are you surprised by this?
No, I'm just happy about this.
But are you happy that it's the Gliok block, or are you happy that it's a Triforce that's going to be picked up?
Alright, Maligord re-enters level 1, leaves level 1, and opts to grab a few rupees.
He may be trying to set a 10 count up? No? He's leaving again. I feel like at this point he's just gathering money to try to get a blue ring. That's about the only thing I can think of he's got left that he would do before going back to 1.
We never saw the letter, by the way.
The letter exists?
Well, I'm not convinced because we haven't seen it.
It's probably under a power bracelet spot. Captain Green learning the hard way, there is a one-way door in level 4. Yeah, based on his researching of caves, either he thinks he's missed a dungeon, or he's looking for blue ring money.
Yeah, I think it's more of the latter there.
Captain Green takes out the Gliok and finds a free Triforce.
And Captain Green will be heading over to level 9 in just a moment. So, Elsoa, you want to let us know what we'll be looking for when we head into this level 9?
Well, the first thing Captain Green is going to be looking for is a priest to cleanse him of the seed. After he finds that, he's going to be listening for the roar of Ganon, because as much as Ganon is great at bomb-proofing his walls, soundproofing is, it was a little bit too costly and he had to make budget cuts somewhere. The other thing he's going to be looking for is a shutter door that does not open if he has not killed Ganon, or automatically opens if he has killed Ganon, because that will be the location of Zelda.
And here we go. It's rock and roll time. Heads over towards the right. One thing about this level 9, there are less staircases here in this second quest level 9 as opposed to the first quest level 9.
Coinciding with that, there's also less rooms overall. I believe second quest 9 is about 40.
Yeah, it is smaller. Nice one-way right there. Leads into this room that could possibly be an item room or a staircase.
There's quite a lot of one-ways in 9. Or at least one. Maligord is back in level 3.
Yeah, he must not have. He doesn't realize he already got the boomerang out of here. Another single box room. He's not gonna explore that.
You know, I got a feeling. Well, the red ring is wizard blocked.
But that's not where Ganon lies. Okay, so I think Captain Green at this point goes towards the left. No, he doesn't. Never mind.
I think he fights Dispatcher.
He fights Dispatcher because there's a single door right there. It's a Triforce, but it wasn't the door that stayed shut, but it is the compass. So, some big information right there.
And you see that one door in 9 is where all of Ganon's budget for level 9 went. That's why he couldn't soundproof his walls. Looks like Maligord's doing another check of 3. Not a big fan of this lane Wheeler room, though. Can't clear it.
And there's the bait block of level 3. It does exist. So, at this point, we gotta wonder if Maligord's going to actually get this ladder before Captain Green finishes off.
He is about halfway to that blue ring purchase, if that's on his mind. You cannot enter Zelda's room from the north or from the east.
It's gonna have to be from the south. That's always fun when you spend a bomb to find out that it was a walk-through wall.
Yup. Ganon will not be found in the left ear.
That is correct. Ganon will not be heard there. We see Captain Green doing an up and A, and I think now we head to the left. Stop proving me wrong, Captain Green.
Even the runners are trolling us, and the seed is already doing a great job of that.
Walk south and at least show me some sort of proving me right here. Nope, you're not going that way. Of course not.
Maybe he'll go left here. Maybe he'll go left in this room. Nope. He's just actively avoiding Zelda now.
I think he's hearing us at this point. Disclaimer, runners cannot hear us at this point. They cannot hear our thoughts, our mind, and whatever the case might be. Yep, I knew exactly what Captain Green was up to. Oh, he gets a bob drop. That's lucky.
He gets what he needs in the nick of time. This is not Ganon. But that is a path to Zelda. This is also not Ganon.
I knew he was trying to get a 10 count at that point. Unfortunately, the keys decided not to. Walk through wall. No roar of Ganon.
So I'm thinking, based on what we've heard, Ganon's most likely up in the right ear.
Inverted controls.
That's gonna be fun to fight Ganon with. Where was their start screen again?
The candle shop near start.
He could theoretically up A to get rid of that bubble curse. Up A save.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Maligord is continuing the hunt for the ladder that doesn't exist, as far as he's concerned.
I think at this point, Maligord is just doing the hunt for when Captain Green finishes the seed. Or that's that. Yeah, we see Captain Green go ahead and do the save.
Captain Green back on normal controls.
Well, I guess if you're getting a little salty, I guess the good way to get some aggression out is just to go ahead and play in the jungle some.
Level 9 sure has changed.
Randomized contra drops win.
That sounds very interesting.
He's doing a whole lot better in this level than I've ever done in the jungle.
As Captain Green takes a beam from the wizard and finds a shoot room. Ganon has decided not to participate in this scene, apparently.
No wonder why Maligord's playing Contra.
Alright. Captain Green is headed to the right ear of 9.
And there he is, top right corner. Here's Ganon!
Not the worst time to fight him in, but, I mean, a little bit of a health concern right now.
And he takes the fireball to prove our point right immediately. So Maligord may have a chance of beating base 1 by the time that Captain Green gets done with the Ganon fight here.
Now we got the biggin. Gets the flare. Captain Green.
Oh, the fireball weapon. I always hated that.
To answer the question in chat, the difference in this seed was level 1 had the ladder behind a forced wizard room. Captain Green was able to clear it out. Maligord tried to clear it out, got immediately noped on by the wish ropes, and has not been back since.
And he ended up deciding to give it up at that point, and, well, as you can see, that's what we see on our screen at this point. So that's a summary of where we are right now, 2 hours, 4 minutes, 7 seconds in as Captain Green continues his way. Just a reminder, if Captain Green is able to finish off this seed, he will be going up against either King Doll or Random Effect in Elite 8 bracket flag. So, boy. And the Random Effect King Doll match is when, Elsoa?
That is going to be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern.
And here's Ganon, round 2. You did get that right.
Fantastic. I can remember things.
Ganon is down.
And with the death of Ganon, Captain Green is going to up A and take the path he knows to get to Zelda. As Maligord goes fire and a laser.
And just a few more rooms to go here for Captain Green. But his tournament life will still be alive, and he'll be playing in the Elite 8 flags coming up. As a few keys away, Captain Green heading over. We'll have the shutter door open up. And there it is. Don't take a death here at this point. Captain Green moves on, faces the winner of Random Effect King Doll in the next round of the All Boards, No Swords tournament, finishing with an official SRL time of 2:05:46 to immediately what Maligord said about freaking.
I feel like the seed was ladder blocked. There's a pretty good chance of that. What do you think? It sounds like with that ding we have Captain Green joining us. GG, sir.
Thank you, I guess.
Yeah, that was a seed that existed.
It was a seed that existed.
Yeah, so as you're seeing in the chat right there, Maligord ended up not clearing out one particular room in level 1 that you cleared out, and that played the role towards everything in this seed, considering how big that ladder was.
Yeah, I think I picked it up at like the 55-minute mark or so, which felt terrible, but I'm also pretty sure at that point that was literally the only room in the game that could have had the ladder. Because I think everything else was either ladder blocked or I combat blocked by like Wanderbow or something.
Absolutely. And considering the fact that 4, 5, 6 were ladder blocked, the item in 4 being the recorder that led the path to levels 2 and 8, what a wretched seed this was.
Yeah. I think what felt extra bad was that I was down to like the last bomb that in the ladder room that first time, and then didn't come back until like 20 minutes later or something like that. Yeah, it was quite the seed though.
Well, compliment you on getting that bomb drop there that helped fully clear that was robe room.
Yeah, second time was the charm there, I guess.
Just one of those cases that shows the importance of holding up a 10 count. Not easy to do, but when you're able to do it, sometimes it can lead to certain things. And that ladder, that's the big thing. The ladder led to so much in this seed.
Yeah, because after I failed that room the first time, I think that's when I went looking for other levels and found like 2 more that were ladder blocked and couldn't find 8 or 2, of course. So I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure unless I've mismarked something terribly, it has to be that room at this point.
So after taking that death in level 8 in that one last room there that very well could have been a staircase room, you ended up buying the arrows. Did you have at that point the idea that if you were going to go back in that 8, you were ready for those pulls voice, or did you go in with a strategy of wanting to kill that Goma right away?
Kill the Goma right away. That's why I skipped the bomb upgrade like all 3 or 4 times I passed by it, because just in case it was going to be like the silver arrows behind there, I wanted to make sure I had the money for the regular arrows. And at that point, it was either going to be that room or it was going to be the room I died in. I think those are the only 2 possible stairs.
Anything you want to add, Elsaw?
So, you and Maligord both bought an egregious amount of bombs in this seed, which thankfully the bomb price wasn't that bad, but really, the money we thought, at least I thought was going to be an issue, but you guys had the aiding here early, you guys had the early bombs. I guess I'll ask what your thoughts on the money situation was in this seed, if you thought it was going to be an issue after seeing that magic key, or if it was just one of those seeds where money wasn't a big concern.
I didn't think it was going to be too concerning because I actually had 4 spots on the map where I had left money behind because I was full pretty early on. because it took me forever to find any kind of shop for some reason. Like I had found like 5 or 6 secrets before I found my first shop. So I returned to the 2 at the start, but then I also had 2 medium secrets that I had retried out of, or I think 2 secrets I didn't know what they were, and 1 that I had retried out of. So money actually wasn't too bad that seed.
That's about all I've got. I mean, again, it was a seed that existed.
So you're in level 5, and obviously you're down to 3 items remaining in the game at that point. Were you going to dig 5 if you got an early Triforce to see if these silvers were a 9 or not?
Yeah, I was gonna dig that one first, no matter what, because at that point, I figured might as well.
How
second
happy
quest
were
9, I was very
Okay.
happy.
Yeah, I was going to say, how
Even though
happy
I
were you to
pretty
find the
much-
silvers right in 5?
Very happy, even though I ended up pretty much full clearing that 9 anyway, just looking for Ganon. And of course, he's in one of my least favorite rooms at the end, just icing on the cake of that seed.
Well, your reward for surviving this 2-hour masterpiece is now you get to play the Elite 8 flags. Your thoughts?
Yeah.
That's enough right there.
Okay.
That's enough. That the way you said yeah right there is kind of a summary at this point. But you will be going up against either Random Effect or King Doll, who will be playing tomorrow afternoon, 5 o'clock. Let me ask you, of those 2, who would you like to face off against?
I'll take either. They're both. It would be a great matchup either way. Random Effect, there would actually be kind of a revenge angle there in terms of he knocked me out of the Penforce tournament, so maybe I could return the favor this time. And King Doll is also a great swordless player, great vanilla swordless player, and is good at Randomizer as well. So it should be a great matchup either way.
All right, I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up as we continue to see Maligord, who about maybe 5 minutes prior to you finishing just gave up on the seed and started playing Contra.
Makes sense. I saw his entrance check in IRC like when I was getting like my last Triforce or so, and that actually made me feel kind of good because I'm like, okay, he must be pretty far behind to check if I'm even still playing it.
Yeah, at that point, you could pretty much get the idea that he was stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
But GG to you, and well, good luck to you as you play the Elite 8 flags against either King Doll or Random Effect coming up in the next round of this tournament.
Thank you. Thank you, Rick, and also and Hannah's tracking as well, and Speed Gaming for picking this up, because I know it was kind of short notice, so much appreciated to the entire team. And thanks everyone who watched.
So if you're looking for more Zelda 1 Randomizer, Random Effect takes on King Doll tomorrow afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern. No channel is set up at this point in time, but we'll let you know if that does come to be. Dig Shake versus Fred also tomorrow in the Elite 8 flags. That's tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern. So Elsoa, what have we learned?
This game is a cruel mistress.
Exactly. We got more coming up here on Speed Gaming over the course of the day tomorrow. Next broadcast on Speed Gaming will be the Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament coming up in 4 hours from now at 5 a.m. That'll be on Speed Gaming, and also new Super Mario Brothers Wii coming up tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. So, in closing, that was a seed that existed. Shoutouts to Hannah Picana for doing the tracking for us, and also for the other crew that was running in the background for us. I'm Adirondack Rick Elsoa. Had fun.
As did I. It's been a pleasure working with you. Again, shoutouts to all of the peeps behind the scenes, including the runners. And y'all have a good night.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Good night.